10,000. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? I just hit, yeah, wait for it. Oh, you see it in the title already? Oh, well, I'll tell you anyways. I just hit 15,000 subscribers. Freaking legendary number. Thank you guys so much for all your support recently. My MLG stuff has been going absolutely ham. If you found my channel from that, then welcome. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Yeah, a ton of success lately. This commentary, I wanted to kind of thank you guys, talk about what's led to this kind of success, and give some tips to other commentators who are kind of on the same playing field. I've been asked or getting a lot of questions about that. You know, how am I growing so fast? Things like that. So I'm going to talk about that. And even if you're not interested in creating your own channel, you can know what goes through my head a little bit when I'm creating videos. I did one of these way back in the day, and it's time for an update on them. Hopefully you guys are entertained by this. I know commentaries aren't for everybody. There's going to be more And We Are Live on the Battlefield coming. The other day I made a on the Battlefield episode, and it was probably the best one I ever did, and it didn't get recorded. I know, guys, I know. It was really heartbreaking, but it's okay. I'm going to be booking it out later. I've been really working on getting an internship and my schoolwork lately, so that's why uploads have been a little bit slow, as you guys know. If you want to keep updated with me, you can follow me on Twitter. The gameplay in the background today, this was just, I was running with the MTAR going against a full team on ground war, and it was pretty funny because every time I got a kill, they're like, oh, he's over here, or, you know, oh my god, because they all had microphones and they were all working together. So that was pretty funny, and I was just using the MTAR low kill streaks. Thought it was pretty entertaining gameplay. Managed to get a good amount of kills. So yeah, you're definitely going to enjoy that. Let's jump into the topic and all this good jazz. Thank you guys for all of that, especially, you know, for the support on liking everything you've been doing. So thank you guys so much for that. Really does help my channel grow. And 15,000. It took me, you know, what, less than 3 months, and I got 5,000 subscribers since the 10,000 point I hit at the new year. Unbelievable. You know, it's really exponential growth with this. So yeah, let's talk about how I kind of got started, because when I first started doing this, I realized something that a lot of people might not. So here's your first kind of lesson or tip, whatever, is that you got to be original when you're doing this. You got to do something that's new or creative. You know, when I make videos, I try and do something that nobody's done before. When I was first starting, I realized that commentaries were run down. Already there was people, X-Jaws, Only Use Me Blade, White Boy, Woody's Gamertag, who solely kind of revolved around doing commentaries. So people who were watching commentaries already got their fill and already had, you know, 20 people to watch all day, hours of commentaries to listen to. So, you know, I had to do something new, something creative. So I came up with And We Are Live, On the Battlefield, my recent World's Best clip of the Week, Xbox Live Discusses, Unscratchings, all these things that nobody else does on YouTube. So when people come to my channel, they're like, whoa, I've never seen this. Oh my god, I want to see more of this, and they click the subscribe button while they're freaking out, pissing their pants. That's what I'm kind of going for when I create videos, and that's what's in my mindset. I want to be creative, I want to be funny, and keep entertaining. You know, the reason that I can make commentaries like you're listening to right now is because people are interested in the person or the personality behind all of my other series. And I mean, I love doing that. Not everybody's into it, but I love doing that, and some people are actually more interested in my commentaries, my view from the mountain, than even my other series. So, you know, everybody likes different stuff, but kind of my first overall point is that you can't just copy people or do stuff like that. You really got to be creative, and what goes hand in hand with being creative like that is making videos that you want to see. I was playing Battlefield and pretending to be a real soldier, and I was like, wow, this might be good on YouTube. I would love to see somebody pretending to be real in a Battlefield and letting everybody else hear them. You know, that was something that just kind of came up with and started doing it, and it is one of my favorite series to do. That kind of mentality, that philosophy of making videos that you want to see. If you go onto YouTube, would you want to watch a video that's been recorded from a camera or from a Roxio, something that's not in HD? No. The standard is now HD, incredible edits like some of these people are doing. It's unbelievable, some of the edits. You know, that's what you really have to do. You have to make videos that you would want to see yourself, not something that isn't up to at least par with what everybody else is doing. Because if you want to be really able to stand out, you got to be above average. to say the least. You know, whether it's gameplay, and even gameplay now is totally there's a million people who are freaking amazing players, and there's even people who are just pretending to be great players and just, you know, whether it's reverse boosting or filling the lobby with people that's their own. Honestly, that's too much effort for me. I could do that and get 150 gameplay reverse boosting or getting all of my subs in a lobby, but it's too much effort, and you guys aren't into it anyways. There's other people doing that. You know, you got to make videos that you would want to see, videos that are creative, and that's kind of my first 2 points. The next thing is contacting people, how to actually grow your channel, because you might be sitting there saying, I have some really original videos. I think they're pretty original, but nobody watches them, so I gotta go spam on White Boy's videos and spam on everybody else's videos. Here's my question today for the guys who aren't, you know, doing this themselves. When you read those comments, do you go to their channels and subscribe to them? I doubt it. Let me know in the comments. That's the question of the day. Do you check out the videos that when people post in the comments, oh, come check out my video, yada, yada. Do you actually go? And even if you don't subscribe, do you actually click on it and dislike it or something like that? Let me know what you do in the comments below. Here's the thing with that. If you do that, you have to be actually creating original content. I was actually doing that. At the beginning of my channel, I would actually go and personal message people and really, you know, I would also write on their channel wall. I would write on a few different YouTubers, generally YouTubers, and I didn't really like that much because, or, you know, with good audiences, because I didn't want to offend like T Martin or White Boy or these different guys. I didn't want to be spamming on their channel and get bad credit with them, because when I get to 200,000 subscribers or something and I'm talking with them, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I used to spam on your channel. You know, I want to say, nah, I never spammed on your channel. You know, I want to get to the top without upsetting any of the people that I really like at the top. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't do it anymore, but that was something at the beginning I did, and the reason I did it was because I had And We're Live. I had original series, and when people, I knew when people watch my videos, if I could just get them to watch my And We're Live, they would subscribe. I knew it, and that's seriously what happens. Everybody who would click on it would be like, wow, I was going to come dislike the video, but this is honestly great. Or, you know, I would get people, other YouTubers who are much larger than me, who saw it and saw how original it was and saw how much potential it had, and I got shout-outs. Woody wrote a comment on one of my videos. Vicstar gave me a really early shout-out when I had a few hundred subscribers, and Zazo really liked me. FaZe Zazo gave me a shout-out. So that was kind of few of my tips. If you guys want to hear more about this, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how you guys react to comments from other YouTubers. Is the spam? That's it for today, though. Check out 2 of my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for 15,000.